Hi, welcome to Blossom Your Creativity. My name is Debbie, and I'm so happy you stopped by for a visit. On my channel, I like to do DIYs, and I love to do faux foods. This is your kind of jam. You're in the right place, so we can be creative together. Now, if you like what I'm doing, please leave me a thumbs up, comment, and share. And if you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's free. Simply hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified for new videos. So let's get started and craft away. It is that time of the month for 5 under 5. We'll talk about that in just a bit, but let's see what I'm creating. DIY number 1. I took these carrot cutouts from the Dollar Tree. I thought they were so cute, and I actually saw this idea on YouTube. I can't remember the creator. She used a different type of ribbon, which I have in my stash, but it's not gonna go with what I was, the theme I was going with. So I decided to use the black and white check, and I'm just simply hot gluing little pieces onto the bottom. The paint color I used was sage, and again I'm just hot gluing pieces until I get to the point, and then I'll wrap it around the tip. And I'm normally I would finish off the back, but because most of these pieces you're not going to see because of the way I'm going to display them, I'm just going to leave it alone. But you can always put a piece of burlap or something to finish the back off. And then once I have all of my ribbons where I want them, I'm going to go ahead and wrap some twine. The twine I'm using, I believe it's from the Dollar Tree, and it's a tan and white. And I'm just going to wrap about 3 or 4 times around and secure it with some hot glue. And then I'll just make a cute little bow in the front. Now, initially I didn't cover the hole because I was going to do something different, but as always, when I start crafting, I go in a totally different direction. So here I am just trying to cover up that hole with some of this greenery, and this is the same greenery that I used for my faux carrots, and I do have a video that I made last year for that, and I'm going to go ahead and link it in the description box so you guys can go and check it out. Quickly, I showed you the faux greenery from Hobby Lobby. And then I don't know if you noticed, I did put like a little button right in the middle of the bow, and then I'm adding jingle blocks to help stand my carrot up for display. So let's talk about the challenge. It's the 5 under 5. This is a monthly challenge, and our host is Emily from Farm Charm Chic and Missi from Crafty Cove Home Decor DIY, and our special guest is Kendra from Late Night Creations. So all 3 of these ladies are awesome. So make sure you go and check out their page. I have their link in the description box. And this month, if you haven't noticed, is spring. So let's get on with the rest of the video. DIY number 2, I took this round picture chalk frame, whatever it's called, and I'm just going to put some white chalk paint over that because I want to put the applique that I just showed you on top. A rub-on transfer. So I'm just going to give this a coat of the white chalk paint. I kind of try to blend it in a little bit, and now I'm just covering it with Mod Podge to seal it. And now I'm going to go on to my embellishments that I'm going to use. I'm using some of this orange and I'm sorry, I forget the colors, but I mixed them to give me like a terracotta. So I'm covering that pot, and then I'm going to go ahead and use that summer porch for the watering can, and I have 2 of them. And then I'm going to add some purple that I made with those 2 colors there to for my flowers. All right, now I'm going to use that Paradise Pink for the other flower pot. All right, now I'm just making sure that my transfer is completely adhered before I pull up the backing. And I'm using that tool from another rub-on transfer company. This one is from the Dollar Tree. I really like it. It comes with a bunch of other rub-ons, but I just decided to use this one only. All right, now I'm going to add all of my embellishments. I have the 2 little flower pots, and I'm going to put each one on either side of my sign. Then the watering cans, I have 2 of those, and each one has a design on them that matches with the corresponding flower that they will be watering. So I didn't have a chance to show you that in the video, but you know, it's just paint. And then once I get that where I want it, then I'm going to go ahead and add some flowers and my bows. And at the bottom of my sign, I just added this vine. I thought that was kind of whimsical. It's just coming out of nowhere. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is my favorite out of all 5 DIYs that I did today. So you guys tell me in the comments which was your favorite. All right, DIY number 3. Took this hanging garland from the Dollar Tree. I had it in my stash. It's from last year. I'm not sure if they have it again this year, but I'm just simply pulling these apart, and I'm going to be using them in 2 different ways. And here I'm just going to decoupage this piece of ribbon. Okay, and then so here I'm just measuring where I want to make my cuts and my indentations so that I can go ahead and wrap the ribbon around the watering can. And I'm gonna just do like a 2-tone, so I'm not gonna go all the way to the top. So I'm just measuring and make sure I have everything where I want it before I add my Mod Podge. Once I add the Mod Podge and let it dry, then I'm gonna go back over it with an iron. Yes, my favorite way of doing decoupage. I don't know who created it, but it's a game changer for me. I love doing that. I'm a little OCD on some of these projects, so that's why it takes me forever to get my projects done. I just seem not to be happy with sometimes the way things come out. So here I am just trying to straighten it the best I can, but I do really like that ribbon on this little watering can, and so I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of my loyal subscribers who come by and see what kind of creations I am up to. And if you are new here and you have not already subscribed, please consider. I truly appreciate it. I do want to say thank you to Missi, Emily, and Kendra for putting on this month's collaboration or challenge, and I have really enjoyed doing this. Now I'm going to attach a skewer and I'll be able to use it, and you'll see in the final review. DIY number 4. So who doesn't love a good book stack? So I used Summer Porch and Paradise Pink and that Sage. And then on the other side I used that Victorian Pink. I was trying to figure out which one would look best, and I ultimately went with the Paradise Pink, but I also did change the green. I changed the sage to that shamrock green, and you'll see that later on. So here is a little wheelbarrow that came in the little packet of the little flowers, and I'm just painting that with the shamrock green, and then using the black for the wheels and the actual iron work. Now I have 2 pots going on my book stack. One is a flat back, and I'm going to create something cute with that. And here is one that I got from the woodpecker's place, and I just used that antique wax for that one. So here I am just adding some greenery and some violet colored flowers, and this vase or this pot will go on the top of the book stack. All right, now I'm going to add a ribbon around the top of the vase, and then I will add a little bow and add it to the front. Now in this flower pot, I'm going to be adding some lavender, and I'm going to give it some different heights, and this is going to go on the base of the book stack. I'm going to go ahead and add my lettering. I did start with the top, and then I worked my way to the next line, but as I was doing that I realized that I probably needed to bring the word spring over. So once I get the word flowers all spelled out, then I'm going to go back and move the spring over just to so it's not so far to the right. I'm just using this little tool that I use for some of my clay crafts just to help me pick those letters up and move them over easily since it is a sticker. Now that I have my lettering right, I'm just going to put a little bit of white Adirondack chalk paint just to tone that black down, and then I will seal it with some Mod Podge. Once the Mod Podge is dry, I permanently put my ribbon on, and showing you the different embellishments that I'm using, and that little pack is so cute. I used a wheelbarrow and some other things. That's some clay little daisies that I made last year, and I'm adding them to this one. Final DIY. So in this one, I take the flowers, and I'm just going to go ahead and with that same paint that I used before, I'm just painting the edges, and then once that's done, I'll let that dry. I found these buttons. I didn't like the black, so I decided let me paint them white, and I'm going to cover it with that same fabric that I covered the watering cans. So I thought that would bring them all together in one cohesive look. So that's what I was going for. I hope you guys like this. Now that I have my buttons covered, I'm going to go ahead and add it to my flowers. And because I'm going to be using it in a little flower pot, I need to add some sticks. I'm using that same sage, and I'm just going to paint the sticks, attach it to the flowers, and you'll see this in their final reveal. You've made it to the final reveal. I think they all turned out wonderful. You guys tell me what you think. What was your best? What was your favorite? What, if anything, would you change? I'm really interested to hear what you guys say. I do read your comments. Sometimes it's hard for me to get back with you with the response, but I do read them, and I eventually do get back in touch with you to respond. So isn't that cute? I just love that. I don't know if you noticed, but the wheelbarrow has the same fabric as the ribbon, and those carrots inside this little tub is some carrots I made last year. So I'll link that video. So in case you're interested, you can go and see how I made them. All right. I want to thank you guys. Stay till the end and have a blessed and crafty day. Bye-bye.